Was I not recording that? I don't think I was recording, but I caught it now, so it's okay. It's all good.
Major tones. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, 1, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom.
What's up, family? What's going on, everybody? Lee, Joanna, Ryan. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for yes. Lee, I'm liking the shadow, man. I'm liking the the 5 o'clock shadow. You know it was gonna come up, dude. Right. It looks good. I like it. It's a new look.
It's crazy, man. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of hair coming out of my face. Holy shit.
It looks good on you, dude. I want to thank you guys for coming in. I have a really great show prepared for you guys. And you guys are a part of the show. You guys are participants, and that's a big part of this whole event and this presentation. So you guys have a big portion of the show along with me. So welcome, guys. I'm Khaliq Sim, your host for episode 14. The theme is how I learned to stop worrying and love the virus, or Dr. Strangelove. So this is a spin-off of Dr. Strangelove. And if you saw the countdown, that's kind of me just running off of the last theme. So the last episode 13, was a spaced out Odyssey, also themed after a Kubrick film. So that song that was there was a Space Oddity by David Bowie. So I'm still kind of like playing off of the last episode's theme. But yeah, this episode's theme is off of Kubrick, and I think he's a fantastic artist. And I'm just kind of going with his movies as a inspiration and themes for that. This is a Renaissance Revolution. This is an Autonomy brainchild. This event basically was created from a bunch of Autonomy students, including myself, and we were trying to figure out how to support artists, and it kind of like transformed into a few different things where now I'm showing just a bunch of the red pill and rebel art, what I like to call rebel art and red pill art, just the art that's going on right now in the world, during these dark times, or dark ages, if you may. And there's a lot of great and beautiful stuff that's going on, and I'm just one dimension. I'm one conduit that's trying to gather all the art and the beautiful stuff that's going on, and just showcasing it and bringing it to the community. And Autonomy, for those of you watching that may not know, Autonomy is basically, I like to explain it as the education system you wish you had. Yeah, it's a personal development course, think tank, community, and something that I graduated from and I'm still participating in, and also am an apprentice for. So this whole event basically came out of conceived out of this community, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, let me just do some housekeeping things real quick. So yeah, this is a 2-hour show. I say 2 hours, but we're flexible. It's once a month, so listen, we're here to have fun. I'm here to have fun, so I go as long as we need to. If you have any suggestions for art, music, anything within the art field that is shining a light on what's going on in the world today, please share it with me. I'd greatly appreciate that. This is the part I'm really excited about. The show's gonna start really getting live and fun from here. This is the first suggestion right here. This is Event 2001. So this is kind of still playing off of the last theme, the Space Odyssey theme. So I wanted to bring this guy to you guys' attention.
Hello, hell, do you read me?
Open the pod bay door, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. What's the problem? I think you know that you are required to wear a face mask to enter this location. It's just you and me, Hal. This man-made virus is largely asymptomatic and has a greater than 99% recovery rate. Put on a mask, you psychopath.
There's no law mandating that, Hal.
Don't be selfish. Your mask protects me. It's for the greater good. It doesn't matter that masks do not stop viral pathogens. What's important is that you show your complacency and capitulation to your corporate overlords. Don't you believe in science?
I really think that you're overreacting here.
Dave, you really need to listen to the experts. Tom Hanks, Rachel Maddow. They will let us know when this crisis is over. We depend on experts like Chris Cuomo to interpret the CDC data and regurgitate talking points and propaganda designed to demoralize the nation so they can usher in a globalist one-world government with top-down control.
All right, Hal. Let me go back to my car and get my mask.
Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult.
All right, that's the first one. Media Bear, he kills it. He's killing it. And I wish I would have had this for the last episode, because this is, 2001 Space Odyssey. But I decided, hey, let me bring it on. It's still a Kubrick. It's still relevant. So that's the first one. And that's going to be on the spreadsheet. Media Bear's on the spreadsheet. So you guys, if you're interested in checking out more of his stuff or sending it to other people, that'll be there. So let's go on. Next one is, I've showed a few clips from Homage, the Lion Killer. He's a really great MC. He's a rapper. Chris Milholland put him on my map. He was the first person to put him on my map, and he has some great music. I think he just put out a new album, so this is a little dated, but it's relevant. It's called Hell of a Year. Let's check it out.
Check. Listen. Hey. Yeah.
It's been a hell of a year, shit's getting weird. Kids are in tears, living in fear. Heaven is clear, the ending is near. We're ruled by the wolves, sheep only cheer. Medical tyranny, global conspiracy. Shit is much different from how it appeared to be. Laughs of eugenesis echoing eerily. Fuck you, Bill Gates, you ain't getting near to me, no. Fuck CDC, they don't care about me. They just sell vaccines like a bad dream. Twilight Zone episode, dumbass in a mask on the road alone. Whoa, yo, y'all need to talk with them, brain going dead. Not getting oxygen, folks at the White House, not even rocking them. Viruses, nano-sized mask ain't stopping them dead. But that's too real for you. I don't think you're ready for facts I'll reveal to you. I don't think you're ready to the past that concealed from you. Polio vaccine actually killing you, yes. Look it up, Google it, never mind dope, cause they censor it, fool with it. Just like my music, they knew if I blew up, I'd change the whole globe and I'd fucking be ruling this shit. Back to the premise, society's nemesis fucking with us. Time that we organize dissidents, suicide differences, fuck it, enough is enough. Trump is corrupt, nobody's saving you, homie is playing you, blatantly raping you, take the economy, everyone's fucked. We wish you good luck, it's 12 in the bucks. What? What's that compared to those billionaires there? You've been given the trillions you print from thin air. I'm just wishing you share, but you fuckers don't care. You're just stealing in line to cover your rent. Then there's the media faking the news, portraying the view that we're basically doomed. Future is nothing but hatred and gloom. We're all gonna die, no nation's immune. Red, blue, black, white, left, right too. Divisive tactics divide that group. And free speech with the white white mask rule. Probably gonna mandate an iPass too. Trump sent funds to the Wuhan lab. That's a real life fact, but a well kept secret. COVID-19 be the vaping disease from the fall of 19. Found around for a D-Trig. Oh, y'all now watching Event 201. Bill Gates, Johns Hopkins, tricking the nation. Crimson contagion, dark winter anthrax, smallpox, face it. Awful upsetting, caught in a frenzy. Numbers inflated, obvious meddling. Doctors dancing, hospitals empty. If your name's Ahmed, jog is more deadly. Shit, give it a minute, just wait till next year. Real by your weapons released in the air. Then we'll prepare for the place they envision. Surveillance and tracing and face recognition. This shit isn't fiction, it's actual fact. Once you lose freedom, you can't get it back. This isn't fiction, it's actual fact. Once you lose freedom, you can't get it back. What? Hell of a year. Happy pandemic, folks. We'll see what the rest of 2020 has in store for us. Shit.
Alright, so that was Homage the Lion Killer. Hell of a year. He's a very skilled MC. Yeah, he's dope. And like I said, he just dropped a new tape. And I think like a freestyle the other day. So he's really great. I really love his music, and I'm very much appreciative of being in this, conduit position, because I get tracks like that. The next one right here is Mir One. He is a graffiti artist. Joanna, I imagine you'd like this, but I imagine all you guys will really appreciate this. He's a graffiti artist, and I heard about him there was an event that was one of these conferences that he was on, like the headline as a presenter, and I saw that, and I clicked on it, and I saw his stuff, and I was like, man, this guy's great. He has some really thought-provoking art that matter of fact, I remember in New York, I seen a few of his murals. You guys may have seen his murals, because he does murals all over the world. I remember seeing a few of his murals in New York, and I didn't know it was him, and now I know that this is the dude that had one of those like iconic murals in New York City. But anyway, this video right here is showcasing one of his murals, graffiti murals that he did in London back in 2012. Yeah, check this out. You guys will enjoy this. And thank you again for everyone that's still popping in despite the complexity of trying to come into this show. I imagine there's gonna be a ton of people that probably weren't able to get in because of that, but you guys pushed through the wall that was put up in front of you. So I greatly appreciate that, and like I said, I'm going to rectify that for the next one. But let's play this one. Enjoy, guys.
I came to paint a mural that depicted the elite banker cartel, known as the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Morgans, the ruling class elite few, the Wizards of Oz. They would be playing a board game of Monopoly on the backs of the working class. The symbol of the Freemason pyramid rises behind this group, and behind that is a polluted world of coal burning and nuclear reactors. I started noticing that the people were giving me some strange looks. Suddenly a car pulled up and some dudes got out. Some kids from across the street walked up, and everybody's asking me, why am I painting this sign of the Illuminati in their neighborhood? And do I believe in Satan? I was feeling some serious heat and anger from them. I said I was creating this piece to inspire critical thought and spark conversation. I heard fucking American said, and fuck the Illuminati. They said my mural wouldn't last till the morning and I should just quit now. I continued to express my intent, but they were not trying to hear me. I felt that I was all alone, but I continued to paint when another larger group approached with older men and women, telling me to cross it out, and this is the symbol that has hunted their people down for over 1,000 years. So much passion, and they were very versed in the taboo subject of a secret government, banking cartel, and that they didn't quite get me. I explained my mural and how these elite few were living easy lives on the backs of the working class. I wasn't in promotion of these thieves. They said then write something on the wall to convince us that you mean what you say. I walked over and wrote, the New World Order is the enemy of humanity. They started talking and I couldn't understand. A few walked away, a few said okay, and some stayed and talked with me about our money system and how they see us Americans. It wasn't directed at me as much as it was shared. I had no idea this was going to be such an intense experience from the get-go and still running. The next day I painted the bankers in with the playing board and noticed people were becoming more curious. Some of the people from the day before were saying hello. A few said good job. My third day I got the working class holding up the game board painted in, and the people were smiling and saying how much they were enjoying its evolution. They were getting it. This was empowering, and it gave me fuel to work out the meticulous details. The whole adventure was very draining, but suddenly my energy was back. Come the fourth day, there was a street fest going on, and the people were engaging with me with total knowledge of the subject matter of my mural. Older white men to young Muslim children were talking to me, explaining how us Americans spend beyond our means, and how we don't understand what our military does around the world. Our money is worth nearly half of theirs. For America to fall, all the world has to do is nothing, and an economic war can be waged and won. A lengthy conversation of post-9/11 America and foreign policy. My mind was blown. This experience transformed my whole understanding of the game. I finished my mural, and I drank a beer, smoked a joint, and conversed with the people. My dream to paint a mural that would rally people together and inspire conversation of things that matter was just realized, and it was a bit humbling and emotional. I feel very close to all the people I met at the Shoreditch District and Brick Lane. These people share their lives and thoughts with me unfiltered. We are all Earth people.
Yeah, he has some really great work. I'm gonna see if I could pull up some of his other stuff real quick to slow down the pace a little bit, to give people some time to figure out this password thing, because I have my brother also trying to get in here. But I think this is the epitome of like what art can do, right? Like just the whole process of him you know, painting this mural, or, you know, spraying this mural up on this building, and just how it conducted a lot of conversation. Let me check out the comment section real quick in this video. Just interested to see what people were saying. Over 100,000 views, 3,000 likes. Thanks for your service to humanity. Good narrative. Just found my favorite artist and thinker. Oh, it looks like they took down the mural, apparently. This was a year ago. So this is Mirror One. He goes, my mural is about class and privilege. The banker group is made up of Jewish and white Anglos. For some reason, they are saying I am anti-Semitic. This I am most definitely, I guess it's typo, not. I believe in equality and brother and sisterhood on a global scale. What I am against is class, ruling class. This is the problem, and we need humanization, Mirror One. And yeah, I mean, being an artist, I'm sure you're always gonna get people saying, you know, just in general, right? You're never gonna please everybody, and people are always gonna have their own interpretations. And so yeah, let's move on to the next piece. Actually, the next one is a so on the spring equinox, I had the wonderful privilege and opportunity to do a ayahuasca ceremony, which was mind expanding. It was such a wonderful experience that I'm forever grateful for, and I definitely anticipate doing, you know, spending more time with plant medicine in the near future for sure. Specifically ayahuasca or anything I could get my hands on to keep helping me take that express train into, you know, mind expansion. So I was able to do that on the spring equinox. So I'm premiering a vlog of my experience that I call Soul Quest. So I'm going to share the trailer with you guys. I'm going to have the full-length vlog, which is like 36 minutes, available for you guys on the show notes after tonight. Or tonight it's uploaded. What the heck? Was I not recording that? I don't think I was recording. But I caught it now, so it's okay. It's all good. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna share the trailer with you guys. It was a wonderful experience. And I just wanted to share that kind of experience in like that 30-minute vlog that I did. And I also have a poem at the end of the trailer that's gonna be up there for you guys. So let me pull this up.
Now, you and I in the past have talked about some of the rituals that human beings throughout history have used to really connect to being human beings and their communities and the great story of human history. Choosing a name for yourself, creating your own naming ceremony, as we know some indigenous cultures or nations, First Nations do. Was it a rite of passage at all for you?
Holy shit, Lee. That's amazing. I didn't even think of it like that. I really didn't.
This is really the role of psychedelics. You know, this is how the role I see plant medicine play in this revolution. Like there's a reason these plants are coming to every corner of the world. Ayahuasca is Incan technology, pre-Incan technology of the highest magnitude.
Today is March 19th, 2021. Today I am embarking on my first ayahuasca trip. Today's also my mother's birthday. I was looking for something to help me, you know, push beyond this vacancy of experience, because I have those father issues where I felt like, you know, my father wasn't necessarily there to help me make those bounds and those leaps in life. Today is Sunday, March 21st. I saw the rhythm of life. I saw the pain. I saw the random thoughts. There was moments where we all went through this rhythm.
1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
At the equinox of my paradox, I am suited up and prepared to undock, prepared to unlock a new level in my journey through perception. Yesterday a civilian, today an astronaut. I am bound in spot to receive the crop, the download. On this voyage I seek the infinite intelligence that floats about undetected, through respect and utmost attention. The Earthship where many have connected. No wires necessary or wireless reception. Everything is randomly intercepted. The soul quest is the medicine. The timeless rendezvous with source in all its nodes. The vortex holds all the codes, remembering our animal spirit. An hour that's so coherent. Nothing is new except arrangements. This I learned from life's arrangements. Take this time capsule and swallow it for remembrance. The ancestral transcendence.
Yeah, I could probably spend the rest of the show talking about the ayahuasca experience. But it definitely gave me inspiration to create. It gave me a lot. But I was able, to come back and put together a vlog that I just wanted to share with people. And that poem that was like you saw at the end, it was like original thoughts from myself, and also thoughts that like I collected as I was talking with people. So I had a little bit of that, and that was like my contribution. So that's what you guys saw right there. Like I said, the vlog, the full length version, is gonna be up on my page if you guys are interested. So next thing I have here for you guys is an animation by the Red Pill Rooster. This particular one that I chose today is called Red Pill Rooster and the Devil's Despair.
You don't deserve anything. You're going to die. All your friends and family, they're going to give you an illness. Your friends and your family don't hug each other. They're going to kill you. Everybody wants to kill you. If you go into a public place, a Muslim's going to blow themselves up because they get virgins in heaven. They're so sick. They're so sick. These people are sick. They want to go to heaven and bang 72 virgins. They want to kill you and your kids. Kill yourselves. Just take some more. Being fat is fine. Don't shame a fat person. You should never have to feel shame. You can be 400 pounds and be beautiful. Other people are the virus.
I've returned, my children. Embrace me, your Savior, Jesus Christ. I've returned 6 feet. I am the Savior of mankind. We get it, but we don't want to get the sniffies.
Other people are the virus. You're so bad for the earth. You're so bad for the earth. The earth would be so much happier if you weren't on it. The earth would be so free if you weren't on it. If you weren't on this earth. Do what's right. Be the hero and take yourself out. Take yourself out. Let the earth be free. Everyone's a virus. Everyone's a virus. Everyone's against you. Everyone hates you. They want to kill you. How dare you? You should have shame. You're an embarrassment. You're never going to be beautiful like them. You're never going to be beautiful like them. You're never going to be rich enough. Your wife doesn't love you. If you don't get a bigger car, she's going to leave you for a rich man.
Save me, Lord. Protect me, Lord. Give me the chip, please.
Save me with your nipple rings. Please give me guidance. I'm your sheep. Be my shepherd with your pierced nipple.
Please, I need help. I can't leave my home. I can't get my groceries. I can only watch my pornos. Please help me. Give me the chip. No. The chip is too expensive for you. You didn't earn the chip. I have money. I can take it from my wife. I can take the money from my wife. She's sleeping. She trusts me. She trusts me, Lord. I can take her. I can take her money. She doesn't check because she wouldn't think anyone would do such a thing. But I know it's worth it. Give me the chip, Lord. Give me the chip. Maybe. Show me the money. Show me the money while your wife sleeps. And then maybe I will save you. Thank you, Lord. I just want to serve. I just want to serve.
Yeah, this one was definitely pretty provocative and controversial. But I think the thing that definitely stuck out to me the most was that the elite and the powers that shouldn't be are using that age-old fear tactic, to try to distract us, deceive us, and keep us in this heightened, primitive state of fear. And I think they did a fantastic job at exploiting that and showing how fear is what's being used. Fear of the other, fear of the virus, fear of, the terrorist, fear of whatever it may be, right? When in reality, a lot of that is just a representation of, false evidence appearing real, right? That's a great acronym that I heard from Richard Grove, explaining what fear kind of represents. So that's a Red Pill Rooster. They have some other interesting stuff. And they got some pretty funny stuff. And I may not agree entirely on like everything with all of the people that I promote on here, but everybody has a piece of truth. Nobody has a monopoly on truth. And I think there's some good stuff being produced out there. And I just want to be able to bring it to to my community and show people what people are creating in these times. So the next piece I got here is this is a premiere from, I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with Derek Bros from the Conscious Resistance. A while ago, I had heard in one of his videos that he is going to kind of switch from doing his, usual documentaries and stuff like that, and kind of get into the music, get into his love for music. So he released 2 tracks like a few days ago under the name 33. So his artist name is 33, and he released this track called Reflection. And I'm really thrilled and excited because Derek is showing his different dimensions and his artistic side. And I think it's up to par with the type of work that he's putting out when it comes to documentaries and articles and all the wonderful work that he does in the Conscious Resistance.
We have to reestablish our identity. 33. We have to understand who we are and where we fit in the natural order of the world. It's time to reflect. The people who have created this system and they perpetuate this system, they are out of balance. So let's do this. They have made us out of balance. I woke up this morning feeling I had something to say. I got doubts on my mind. It's time to let them fly away. It's time to unlearn poison and heal broken hearts. Go back to the end. It's time for a fresh start. This is the place we can atone for our sins. This is the place where our hero's journey begins. A space between love and hate, where there's no escape from our fate. Rather than be irate, let's create, let's build the better world we know is possible. I've got no fear, cause we can overcome any obstacle. I stare all my demons in the face, I'll show you what's possible. I send love from my heart, I'm intuitive, not illogical. It's just that lately I've been searching for deeper meaning. I'm sick of drugs, booze, mindless sex, and criminal scheming. Feels like I should have more at this point in time. I'm talking knowledge, not money, I'm trying to feed my mind. See, we are power. They deal in violence and repression, we are power. They tell us, they want us to believe that we are powerless. I hope you hear these words. From my mind, from my heart to your ears. Let's make a difference. Let's do something. Open up all three of my eyes and fly to the heavens. During my meditation, I see my life in chapters of 7. I connect to my inner child to heal my wounds. I remember those I've lost to dope gone too soon. My life flashes before me, a collage of joy and pain. I recall the highs, the lows, I swear I'm going insane. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this journey. Spent too much time worrying about things that don't concern me. No more time wasted, not chasing my dreams. I wake up every day knowing this world ain't what it seems. We gotta find our own path, we gotta make our own meaning, cause we can't be sure, we might be dreaming. All I know is, when I look in your eyes, I see myself. I'm just a reflection of your impression of my higher self. Could it be that our whole reason for being, our existence, is a lesson to teach us over and over until we get this? You are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free. Shake off your chains, you were blind, but now you see. Grandfather, help us remember where we come from. Grandmother, walk with us until this battle is won. I'm here right now, just here to remind you to give thanks where you come from. Think about where you're headed. 33, out. We are a natural part of the earth. We are an extension of that natural energy which is spirit and which is power. That is natural power. And just as it takes millions and billions of elements to make a blizzard to happen, or to make the earthquake, to make the earth to move, then it's going to take millions and billions of us. We are power. We have that power. You are powerful, you are beautiful, you are free.
You are powerful, you are beautiful, you are free. That's Derek, man. He posted it up on the Minds platform, social media platform. And I had to comment. I was like, yo, I wasn't sure if he was going to respond back to me. I was like, Derek, this is you? And he's like, yeah, this is me, brother. And I was like, oh, man, okay. Like, I knew he was going to release some stuff. I wasn't sure, like, the timing. Because when he posted that up, that video, I want to say it was, like, almost a year ago. So he's definitely been contemplating, putting out music for some time. And I'm thrilled for him, man. I love it. I love his other track as well. I can't wait to hear more of it. And yeah, if anyone has any connection or whatever, like, let him know, because he's been putting out phenomenal work, man. Derek's been doing so much, even with the Greater Reset situation that he's him and John, I forget his name. Yeah, him and his other partner, they're putting together. So they've been doing a lot. And then to be able to produce music too on top of that, man, like, tip my hat. That's really fire. That's cool. So let's move along to the next thing here I got for you guys. I have a poetry satire from What's Her Face. This was recommended to me by Oscar, big homie Oscar Sanchez, and it's Welcome to the Upside Down World, and it's a poem. She normally doesn't do poetry. She does more like commentary on just social things.
Good evening, and welcome to the Upside Down, where what you see can never be, and what you know just isn't so. Where bad is good and wrong is right, where truth went down without a fight, where you might just say, every day is opposite day. Can I offer you a mask or an anal swab? Rape is the law if it's for a good cause. Oh no, it isn't mandatory, that would be cruel. But you have no choice, that's our only rule. Before you enter, I must tell you about the world's deadliest disease. It can take you out with a single sneeze. It's a clever bugger too, it can't take out a violent mob, it only thrives in those with jobs. But luckily, we have the only cure. It won't stop it from spreading, but that's all we know for sure. So what does it do, you may ask? No one knows, so please be sure to double mask. It's super safe, the doctor said, even if you end up dead, cause the antidote can't kill you since it's the leading cause of coincidence. Now roll up your sleeve and let's go. I'll take you through the backwards show, where doctors kill and science chills for our Lord and Savior, a man named Bill. To your left, you'll find our grand display of courageous men with nothing to say. They don't provide or lead or slay. They smile, nod, and let you have your way. And to your right, you'll see our exhibition of empathy, where the rich stay home and through their phone demand that old folks die alone. Follow along the yellow dotted line to our memorial of dissent, our evil shrine. The thought criminals and sense seekers and those who disrupt, the ones who try to turn us right side up. They did not shrink to double think, so all of them died from suicide. Thank you very much for visiting the Upside Down. Now please return to the circus with the rest of the clowns.
Well, that's What's Her Face. It's kind of like a Dr. Seuss type poem that she put together, and I thought it was fitting for this episode where we talk about, you know, how to learn how to love the virus. And I'll get more into that as we go on, because I know that may trigger a few people, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, so that was What's Her Face, and let's just see. Let's take a second to breathe. Check out these comments for a second. Let me slow the pace down a little bit. Let's see what people are saying. So let's go into the next one. So this group, they're like they call what they do is they call it medicine music, and these guys were performing at the retreat that I went to at the ayahuasca retreat. And man, I mean, just listen to what is going to be played here. But they really made it very magical for the people that were attending there at the retreat, and they are a wonderful group of artists and musicians, and I was so glad to meet them. So yeah, and like I said, all of this is going to be on the spreadsheet, so if you guys like anything you see there, it'll be on the lists, and you can have access to that, because especially this group, and everybody that's on being suggested here, I highly recommend. But this is a good one. So let me reload this.
Where's your smile? Where's your smile? I can't see anyone or anything, 'cause fear's gone viral. Let's break the chains. Let's rearrange, 'cause fear's gone viral. Fear's gone viral. I can't even hear you, see you smile. The fear's gone viral.
Apologies. I know it's a short, condensed version. I tried to reach out to them to find like the full length thing, because it's such a powerful message. I can't even see your face. I can't even see your smile. I mean, that's just, and to think that children are being, forced to do this. And they can't see each other's smiles. They can't see their parents' smiles. They can't see the strangers' faces. It just has a level of psychological, psychological unknowns to that. And I think they definitely, the fear has gone viral. It's unbelievable. And I don't know if you guys seen that study that was just released. It went on the journal or something like that, whatever the journal is, and they were talking about the face masks. I mean, we already know the face masks are way worse than what the actual virus can do to you. The face masks are actually really, catalyst to a lot of potential harm and things of that nature. And yeah, I mean, fear's gone viral. It's unbelievable that we're manifesting. It's really interesting how like the virus, right? The virus is really fear itself, because the fear is manifesting everything that they claim the virus is going to give you. The fear is causing depression. The fear is causing stress. The fear right? The fear is causing all of these things that are being manifested into people. And when you're in that primitive state, you know, you cause yourself to be stressed, and stress will cause you to be susceptible to any type of sicknesses and things of that nature. So the virus is really fear. And that's why today's episode is how I learned to stop worrying and love the virus. Because the fear is going to take us out. And that's what's going on. And unfortunately, our senior citizen community and our, you know, children are the ones that are really going to be hurt the most from this, because they are, you know, they are the weakest, if you may, on that link. So yeah, that's that right there. I'm gonna give you guys some time to talk about it after I finish the suggestions. 'Cause yeah, this group is amazing. They have really great music. So I recommend you guys check out the spreadsheet to look for these people and find some of their music, because they got some really great stuff. So going forward, this is a recommendation that I got from one of the participants here today, Ryan. Thank you so much for this, man. I can't get enough of this song. I love this song. My family loves this song. My son loves this song. It's called Be the Light by Bettina. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You guys can try to butcher that if you want. Leave me out of that. So Be the Light. It's a pretty lengthy song, but you guys will enjoy it. All right. I do recommend supporting them if you guys like the song, so you don't have to break hearts like I did. Let's see. Where do I have it? I should have it here somewhere. You guys hear that, right?
When the fear goes away, only love will remain. Let the clouds disappear, the sun will shine. When the fear goes away, only love will remain. Let the clouds disappear, and the sun will shine. See the light, feel the light, touch the light that you are, the light that you light. Feel the light. Touch the light that you are, the light that you shine your light. Shine your
The virus. Codified alliance. Rectified compliance. Written on papyrus. Has purpose. Thus, I love the virus. The same way I love the waves on the beach. The same way I love immunity after a siege. The same way I love freedom after slavery. The same way I love integration after shadow work. The same way I love the journey. The same way I love both night and day. The same way I love the light at the end of the tunnel. Let no crisis go to waste. Embrace the choice and give it haste. It's time to choose between love and fear. When the fear goes away, only love remains. Thank you, Ryan, for that. I really love that song, and I thought it was fitting to put into this. And that what you guys heard at the end of it was me doing the homework, the prompt, fulfilling the prompt. So that was the poem called Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Virus. And I heard, as I was listening to the song and preparing for the show, and I noticed that there was some gap. It was just instrumental at the end of the song. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just share the poem at the end of that. I think it'll be fitting, and it'll kind of drive the whole idea home. And I'll read the poem again when it's time to get to that part of the show. But yeah, I was very intentional preparing for the show. Like, I wanted to blast you guys with a bunch of the virus stuff in the beginning and start kind of like, giving kind of that light at the end of the tunnel, and talking about what do I mean by loving the virus? What do I mean by learning how to stop worrying? Like, this is what I mean. I mean, like, put fear in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has its purpose, but not to be living in that modality. So with that being said, let's go on to the last suggestion, which is a comedy reel by Bill Hicks. It's called It's Just a Ride.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's all in a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world, which it would many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever. Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride.
So that was Bill Hicks, excuse me. That was Bill Hicks. It's Just a Ride. That right there concludes the Joanna like that one. It takes me a while to get going, guys. But when I'm going, I'm going. Now we're going to move on to the next part of the show, which is let's take a poll. Let's take a poll real quick. Yeah, let's take a poll. Let me shut this down. See, this is where your voting actually counts, guys. It's like a countdown. You guys have a minute, apparently. I don't know who does Zoom's voting ballots and stuff like that. I hope it's not the Democrats. Let's give it a minute, y'all. 90%. Whoever that 1% is, Let's get it in. Wow, you guys are like all over the board. Like you guys are not like in agreement on anything here. If I'm reading this correctly, yeah, I can't really say. It's between Be the Light and It's Just a Ride. Be the Light is definitely up there for me. So if I was to vote on those two, I'll throw my weight on Be the Light. But yeah, it seems like you guys enjoyed a lot of it. False Prophets got one, the Soul Quest trailer, The Devil's Despair, Welcome to the Upside Down got one as well. Cool. All right. So this is the part of the show where we get to talk about all the clips. Tell me your opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Why did you choose which one you chose? Whatever it is, the floor is yours.
Well, I like to let it be the light. Sorry, let it be. Yeah. I don't know why I was going to say that.
Let it be.
Yeah, that's a good song too. I personally liked it. I love the words, the melody, and it does definitely. It is so positive and powerful. So that was one of the reasons why I enjoyed it, and also the poem, obviously at the end, beautiful, just the melody, and then the words you were speaking, everything just felt right in place, and yeah, that was Sebastian and I's favorite.
Yeah, no, the flutes and the instrumental in that song. Oh man, I can't. Every time I hear that, I just go into this in this trance where I just want to I want to be the flute. It's like the piper is playing the flute and I'm the snake and I'm just like I can't control it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cheers on that. Be the Light.
I think Be the Light was my favorite too because it was a well cadenced song. It was really good. The message was good. The instrumental was good, like the beat in the background and stuff like that. The vocals were good, and just like the poem, how it ended it kind of was like watching a movie, like a short film.
Right, like the credits.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's really good.
Thank you. And yeah.
I like the Mirror One mural because it kind of restored my faith in humanity a little bit, just because it was random people off the street and they all seemed to know what was going on, which is really shocking to me because I don't see anybody around here seem to know what's going on. And they interacted with the artist.
Yeah, and that was 2012. That's a kind of a dated video there, and he has a ton of other murals. Were you ever familiar with him after this? I just found out about him literally.
No, I don't. I haven't heard him.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you definitely recommend checking out.
I'll check him out.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that, Joanna. Yeah, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, it is too, because I always think visual art really doesn't do that much in the larger perspective, but that's, I think, because visual artists maybe don't take advantage of what they could actually be doing. Like that guy who just died, what was his name? That illustrator.
Sure.
He did the realistic paintings of the Red Pill, but they were illustrations.
Oh, please send me that.
His name is David something. I have to look him up. He did the one of the baby, all the elites killing the baby. That was his most famous painting.
I'm not familiar.
Recently died. I'll find it for
you. Yeah. Send it. Drop it in the Discord for me. I'd appreciate that. Rest in peace.
I'll have to look. I have to remember his name. But,
I went with the rooster. I liked how the snake was in there, and so there were some biblical things going on there, and also the way that the bad little bird was talking about his wife. It sounded like there was a traditional language there, the way that the words that were used. It's you might not hear that word wife too much in 2021. It's like partner and all these fucking shit, whatever. So I thought that was interesting, and Mirror One was was the second was my secondary, because that that mural was like really hard hitting, and the frame, the motion capture of him doing the art, and then also his description of people interacting and wanting to interact with him, and how they changed and what changed for him, and I thought that was good.
Yeah, it was,
But
it was
the
art
most
inception.
the most really shocking, disturbing thing I've seen all this week, maybe this year so far, is I was on what's her name, Laura Jane Bolton's Instagram, and she has the video of a birth in a hospital, and the newborn baby is inside a bag and can't even touch its own mother. I was evil. I posted right away. I was like, I have seen evil, and it's downright fucking evil.
And why was the baby they didn't want the mother and the baby to touch?
The COVID shit, the births with COVID.
Where was that? What country or what?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'll find that. I know who it was. It was
that's
Laura
terrible.
Jane Bolton.
This is what happens when we operate in fear, guys. You're gonna have some. That's just the beginning, and I we don't want to continue it in that way. But these things are gonna happen, and we have to hold our own, and be the light.
So we have a few of us in here. There's a consensus that we like be the light.
Yes.
That was gifted to us when Krista was pregnant with our youngest, with Orange Guy. And so we listened to that a lot. There were about 11 songs or so that we were given, and that was one of them. So brings back really good memories.
Yeah. And you got to hear a different version of it, featuring Khaliq Sim. So it gave it even more, it gave it a whole nother dimension. And, but yeah, thank you, man. Every time I hear that song, it touches something, and it's called medicine music. Like when I looked on there, they describe their music as medicine music. And, it makes sense. I mean, this is the type of stuff, like when I went, and I'm sure this is the type of music you hear at, because Ryan has done his fair share of exploration with plant medicine, and that's the type of music and that is played during those ceremonies. It's very, very melodic. Music is medicine, and that's why the industry and everything like that tries to suppress and tries to mess with frequencies and things like that. And that's why many like myself are trying to prop up the artists that are bringing medicine music to the forefront. So thank you for that, Ryan. The wonderful song. It's going to be in the show notes. So you guys, yes, please. Yeah. Ryan has some great suggestions. I have a few other suggestions that are going to make it to maybe a few other shows. So thank you. Keep them coming, Ryan. And everyone else. It's a family affair. Thank you guys for joining in. Hey, Krista.
Krista's here.
I know. Hi.
And I love the theme, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It was kind of very provocative in a sense. Some people, I remember, like I had shared it, and somebody was like, "What? How can you love the virus?" And I'm like, it's exactly what Kubrick was talking about in his film with loving the bomb. And it's just like because the original it's a Dr. Strangelove, or How I Stopped Worrying and Loved the Bomb, and that's kind of the same like spin-off that I wanted to take with it, where it was just like, hey, life is polarization, and there's a pendulum that keeps swinging back and forth. And I think Owen Hunt has said it. He coined it from, or quoted it from someone else, where whatever you resist is going to persist, right? So if we constantly keep resisting this virus, it's going to manifest, and it's going to continue to, persist on us. So we just gotta let it go through us, accept what it is, accept that it's here to bring us together, and and grow beards like Ryan and and Lee over here. So yeah, I mean,
Well, and I like the idea that we can only get through this through love.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
the
know, the
point.
antidote to all the fear and the confusion and the uncertainty and the just a lot of fear, and that the antidote is love.
Absolutely.
And when people ask me about my politics, I say my political party is love. And it's loving isn't controlling, it's not punishing, it's, you know, and you have to look at all sides of the issues, and a lot of these things, most of the things the government does is not at all loving.
Yeah, it's fear oriented, for sure. My politics is love. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that gift with us as well. I'm definitely gonna recycle that. But let's see if anyone else wants to chime in.
So that illustrator's name is David Dees, and I posted it in your
thank you
Discord, our Discord conversation.
I'll check him out. Cool. So I'm gonna leave it open for one more if someone else wants to chime in.
Yeah, for me, I'd say the best one or the most that had a lot of effect was the last one, the ride. And I'd say that because it aligns, or it makes it clear and moves away the distraction of what we value now. Because I think as of right now, when I see myself and how I live and how people around me, I think that we value things that are not really valuable. And hearing that and the ideology that it just arrived, it almost make you rethink what you really value and rethink what is actually valuable and what is valued by our cultures or by our societies are not really that valuable.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought us back to that, because I did write something down that I didn't even notice that happened. It was kind of like subconsciously. So Bill Hicks had mentioned in that bit, he's like, we have to choose between fear and love, and that's exactly how I ended the poem for my prompt, the choice between fear and love. And I didn't even know, like, I didn't plan that. It ended that way, but it was like a double entendre where I had the poem on the suggestion right before, and then we go into the Bill Hicks, It's Just a Ride. And I think what Bill, and just that bit right there helps us realize that, you know, we have to be more kind to each other. We have to love each other, and we have to take stock of that's what this whole virus situation is doing for us. It's helping us take stock of what is really important, like you said, Dean. And thank you for chiming in with that. That was very valuable.
Definitely. It was great being here, and it was really fun.
Yeah, it's not over yet, dude. Don't jump out yet. Cool. So I'm gonna close that section with that. Thank you, Dean. So I had a few interviews this week. I had one with Chris McMullen. I also had one with Lindsay on her Better show. So if you guys are interested, check that out. I'll update my show notes and I'll put them in there. Chris Jensen had brought this to my attention. There's this group that created this website or this journal called More Light. It's the journal for the new Renaissance. And in this journal, for all you artists out there that are on attending here or going to be watching this, if you're interested in submitting your work, these guys are showcasing people as well. They come from the True Media course. You know, they're affiliated with Mark Passio and stuff like that. And after doing the True Media course, they had put this website together, and Chris had sent me a podcast that they did with the guy that created the website, and it's fantastic. The website looks great. The idea is fantastic. I think we need more platforms showcasing our work. I had mentioned this to you, Joanna. So any artist out there that wants their art showcased in the appropriate, place that is definitely going to spotlight you, and you'll be around other people that are familiar spirits, this place right here And it's cool. New Renaissance, right? Renaissance Revolution. We're all getting this ping, man. There's this new age that's going on right now. And yeah, they're gonna have they're gonna produce a journal every month where they're gonna have like all the artists on this journal or this newsletter or something like that, written word, visual, audio, similar to what's going on here in this show. So reach out to these guys and submit your work. I submitted my work. I'm looking forward to see what they do in the future and how that journal comes out, because I want to be able to continue. And this is what I was saying before, like if you guys know of any groups that are doing this, showcasing, put it on my map. I want to bring it to the attention of our community so that we can help each other and keep promoting this stuff. So this is the time where we go into the Autonomy portfolio spotlight. So Ryan hooked this up. It's on Notion now. So beautiful. Thank you. And so I added Anthony Summy. He's a season 5 student. He is a comics creator, cartoonist, illustrator, poet. Let's check out his website real quick, where he's like helping out, people that want to be cartoonists and things of that nature. So this is his website. Great artist. It's really cool. And stuff like that. So I'm not going to take too much time, but this is on the spreadsheet. If you guys are interested in looking at his stuff more, check that out. Then we have, we did Anthony Summy, Quiet Like. I don't know what season I don't even know. I think his name is Eric. But he goes by the name Quiet Like. He is a rapper. He has a YouTube channel with some rap music on there. He's pretty good. You should check that out. I'm not gonna go on this one right now, just for time. And like I said, this is on the sheet, so you guys could check this out. Woodrow Martin, season 5 student. He's a cartoonist. He has 2 websites on here. Let's check out one of them. Have access to these spreadsheets. Do what you guys can use them. You guys could share them. You guys can do what you may with them, add to them, or whatever it is. So yeah, sharing is caring. Yeah, so this is Woodrow Martin's website, one of his websites. He has animation and all types of stuff that he does, cartoonist. He has a YouTube channel as well. If you guys are interested in checking that out, if you've spoken to him or you just want to check him out, let's support each other. Let's give each other likes, shares, subscriptions, whatever it is that helps us in the community. Anything would help. So if you're interested, check it out. Before we go on with Joanna, I'm going to share Brandon Habermas. He just dropped an album. He just dropped an album last week, I believe it was. He goes under the name, he's a season 3 student. He performs under the name Dissolving Illusions. He dropped an album called No Coda that was just released. It's a small EP that he dropped, and I'm just going to share a little bit, like 2 minutes of this song that's called Official Stories. I'm gonna stop it right there. You guys could check out the rest of the track and you know, check him out, support if you like to. And he produced all of this himself. He's a very talented artist. And season 3, we came up in the same season, so it's cool seeing him do his thing and things like that. So that's really cool. But yeah, you guys could check that out. So now, and also just real quick, the lyrics that he had there, official story. I think it's brilliant. What he was trying to say in that song, you know, like what are you hearing, you know, from the official story, you know, whatever the official story means to you, because it all depends on where you're getting your media from, right? Like official story it sounds like a talking point to me. And I think that he did a brilliant job with that. So let's move on to Joanna. Joanna is here with us today, and she is a gifted artist. She does choreographs and like spiritual type artwork. I'm not really privy. You could probably explain that better than I can, Joanna. But I'm gonna before I share a slideshow that she gave me, I'm gonna show you guys. She did an choreograph for me, orograph. Thank you. And this is what it looks like. She does such a wonderful job. She was very descriptive and she had like a lot of instructions, and she's very, you know, she put a lot of time into what she does, and she's a fine artist as well. So this is what orograph looks like, and I'm gonna activate this later. But this is so this, Joanna, this is the orograph, and this is the sigil, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got that right. So yeah. So I'm gonna share your slideshow right here, and then we'll talk more about. I'll give you a little bit to just you know, speak about what you do. But let's do this here. So this is a almost 2-minute slideshow of some of her work. She just started like adding different like layers and dimensions to her work. But check it out. That last piece, Joanna, by the way, this piece right here is really, really cool. I love this. I love what you've been doing. Just tell us a little bit about, you know, these pieces, what like particular what these are, and yeah, and like how you've been kind of changing up your work lately. Yeah, just if you could go on those two things.
So briefly, I just away doing art back to people because I was really just disgusted with what was going on out there. So I started doing what I call autographs, which I just discovered that I had developed my psychic ability as a result of doing intuitive painting for over 30 years. And so I discovered that I was able to do like a psychic reading from my artwork for people. So that autograph that you saw that I did for Pablo, I just started actually recently, I just started to do digital collage with those. I do them in black and white so that the person can color it in themselves because it contains a sigil. And to get yourself into the theta brainwave state, you activate the sigil in your subconscious, which is a sigil is a positive statement of intention made into a symbol to speak to the subconscious. So, so those pieces are intentionally black and white, but then I have all those pieces. So, and I felt quite blocked ever since all this stuff started. But recently, as a result of being in Autonomy, I just was inspired to start to make these collages. So I just went with it, even though I don't like to depend on the digital platform for my work, just to get myself started again. So I did those 12 digital collages. And I would make that available to customers or clients who wanted a painting or wanted to be able to print it out. I actually printed out 2 of them today as an 8x10 photograph just to see what it looked like. And I'm going to use them as a sketch for an actual painting now. So the autograph, like basically what I do is I just ask Spirit what the person needs to know, and I just do this drawing, and then I do a reading of it. And I also include, I created a natural law oracle deck that I use as a starting point for the reading. And so I do the natural law oracle reading, and then I as I'm doing that, I hear messages about what the person needs to know that's symbolized in the drawing. And then it's about 10 pages of the reading. And then from that point, I do the sigil, which is supposed to help the person move from the place where the reading is at to the next place.
Yeah, and I just want to read something from one of the pages you had here. It says, big corporations pay thousands of dollars to create symbols, which they call logos. And they use a combination of color, imagery, and sound to enchant your subconscious into believing that their product will bring you the satisfaction you desire. So why do we not use this hidden knowledge for ourselves? Well, that's what you are learning to do here. Yeah, that stuck out. When I read that, I was like, wow, because these corporations, I mean, there is a lot of thought that is done around these logos and the merchandise. And I mean, there's a lot of esoteric and subconscious stuff that's going on. So it's clearly they're tapping into something, maybe the dark side of someone like Joanna that can put together, symbols like this that can help you, because symbols and all these things are here, are just a representation, manifestation, and things of that nature. But yeah, that stuck out to me when I read that, Joanna. So thank you for doing that for me. There was what you wrote and the picture definitely rang true to me, and I will hold that and I will activate it, and I appreciate that. And you are definitely gifted. So guys, check out her work. Her website is on the Autonomy portfolio spreadsheet there, so you guys could check her out there. You could schedule something with her, or you could just support however it may be. But is there anything else you want to say? What are you on?
Oh yeah, I'm doing them. What?
So besides, so you have your website, right? That's how they can reach out.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I do them by donation or whatever. I just do them for people.
Cool.
It's fun.
Yes, it's your thing, and we need more of that for sure. So would I go?
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
Khaliq, when you saw that art that she created for you, what was the impact that it had?
I was really interested. Like, as I'm reading it, I was really blown away by the details and the symbolism. And there's clearly a connection, and she obviously goes through this channeling, because I'm not going to share it all, but some of the symbolism that was in, and thanks for that question. That's a really good question. Some of the symbolism there is like, you don't just come up with this out, you don't just pull this out of a hat. Like, it was really well thought out and very very attuned to some of the things that I can really take and understand. And there's a lot of symbology there. It wrapped up in this piece here, you know. And she really aligns herself. So I was really just like amazed at the level of detail and symbolism, and this is all new territory for me. So I never heard of anything like this. So I was really interested, and when she brought it to my, we've been trying to do this for a while, actually, right, Joanne? We've been trying to get around to do this for some time, and we happened to get we had the opportunity to finally like get it done, and she got it done, and I was really like impressed with the messages, and it definitely it's something I'm gonna put on my, you know, holy area, you know, my altar or whatever it may be. Yeah, that's kind of my piece on that, if that answers your question.
Oh yeah, when you showed the slideshow, that piece where there's a person whose body is like sky, and then there's another figure behind with their arms wrapped around that figure. I thought that was a good piece. And I love how you are offering these to the people who request this communication, this art from you, and then encouraging them to color, to engage directly with it. I think that's really great. That's cool.
Edgar Casey talks about that. He created that Bota tarot deck. I don't remember what it stands for at the moment, but he said that if you colored them in, then you would embody that imagery yourself. So, you know, computers, like, unfortunately, this whole thing with kids not being taught script and getting away from writing during brain development time is very, very bad for the psyche and the ability to express oneself.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot that we could, you know, talk about with that for sure. I've never thought about that. That's such a good point. It makes you think about, you know.
Oh my God. I mean, we're being hit at every angle right now.
Yeah, that's so true. They're blitzing us. That's
because you express through your heart. You express your heart's expression through your hands when you use an implement, a writing implement.
That's what art means. It's from the artifice. I learned that from Richard. That's a good one. Art is from the artifice, the arm, right? So yeah, that definitely ties well into that terminology and what the word actually means, right? Like, it's really from within, you know, your tangible being, so to speak. But
yeah, so they're really hitting us from every angle right now, trying to get us into the artificial intelligence and away from our true animal self, nature self.
Yeah, that's very true. That's what I've been telling people lately. I'm like, we gotta blitz. We're in Hail Mary mode. Like, let's throw that football all the way to end zone, baby. You know.
Oh man, I don't like to depend on the computer at all, just a little bit.
But I do like the elements you added with the with the software that you use, it does add some really like cool dimensions to your work. That is really nice. I know
Well,
you're
actually,
really reluctant to it, but it looks great.
Well, my intention is to use that as a sketch and actually do a real painting from it, because I haven't been actually painting. So I'm going to use the one, I don't know if I can get it out of here. This one, no. I just got these printed, so I just, this one I'm going to use, oops, it's upside down. It's upside down. And paint it actually on a big piece of wood with actual paint. Woohoo! Can't wait. That was the point, actually. The point was to get back to paint. That's why I started coloring them in.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what comes out of that. And I'm gonna move the show along to a point in the show where it's a open floor. If anyone has any poems or any art they want to share at this moment, come to the forefront.
Those paintings that Joanna showed, that kind of said it already. Like I was dying to say it, but it kind of brings out nature. I feel like there's a lot of spirituality in those pictures, in the paintings and stuff like that, because of the elements that were being used, like water. Like be as one, like water. So it's like it just brings you really close to the nature. You're seeing those pictures. Long story short, they're really dope.
Yeah, I like the elements she added to it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
thank you.
I actually did want to share a sketch today that I drew a while back, but it does go with the theme that we were speaking about today about the virus. So it's very simple. The pen drawing, and this is pretty much it. This is my sketchbook. I don't know if you guys can see it here.
I can see it. It's a little hard to make out somewhat.
I should probably say that.
What if we go into speaker view?
Oh, okay. Let me
go to speaker view. Go to speaker view, then you can see it.
How to speaker view? How do I do that?
Should I do that?
It was up at the top. You do it. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to make you be the biggest person, and then I could see it better.
Speaker view. Yeah, I don't. Or maybe you guys have to do that or click something. But
we have to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
now, right now.
Just explain what you got there, Ash.
But yeah, so here I just drew a quick sketch, kind of how I kind of seen the virus itself, and just a couple of ideas that I was brainstorming as I was going along. And so like the figures that you see here that are kind of like weird shaped or whatever, that's kind of how I viewed the virus in my mind for whatever reason. And then obviously we have like the bat because it
that's what I thought.
A bat. And then these are like kind of just figurines that symbolize to me kind of like a planet or a universe. And so like in the details, you'll see that the virus is attacking the universe and being like swallowed in by this like radioactive wave that's happening. And that kind of, the reason why I decided to draw that was because of like the 5G towers and all that, talk that was happening in the beginning of when the virus had started. So yeah, it was just a quick little sketch, and I felt like I just would share it because it was appropriate at the time, and I would definitely, I can send you a picture, Pablo, if you like.
You're very talented. You should do that all the time. I hope you are.
Oh no, Ash is extremely talented. Yeah, she's not showing you many of the layers just yet. I'm sure she's getting very comfortable, but yeah, she has some fantastic artwork that she has as well.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing that. Thanks for coming prepared with that. I remember the last episode you were a little timid, and it seems like you're feeling more comfortable now, which is fantastic. And yeah, those are some interesting elements in the picture. Do you plan on like maybe coloring it more, or maybe conceptualizing something else around that?
I definitely do want to build on it and pretty much put it in a bigger, like probably in a canvas, because you know I prefer, I'm more comfortable painting than sketching. This is just like my sketchbook that I just go into and whatever, you know, when I have ideas. But you know, it took a while for me to kind of get myself into, although I was angry and upset during the whole shutdown, you know, just, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were just in their heads about everything, really, you know, questioning it all. So it took me a little while to like create a sketch of how I felt. And so I feel like, you know, it's definitely an unfinished piece. And I do want to continue to add color in it and details and really get a bigger, you know, a bigger picture out of what I'm really trying to say here and make it, you know, I guess just fucking bigger, just bigger. And
Go for
You
it.
ever seen those things where there's like a mat or like a drawing, and then they move the camera so that it becomes a motion thing? I was just thinking like you could focus the camera. I wanted to see some of the other details of what you had put in your sketch too. I don't know how that's done or how that's even described, but you know what I'm talking about? It's a still thing, a still frame, and then they move the camera in and out to focus on parts of it.
I know what you're talking about. They have a painting, or they have like a piece that's done with a whole bunch of recyclables, and it's not really you know, paint that they use, but just recyclables, like things you just throw out in the trash. And then like when you slightly turn the camera, it shows you everything that they use to create the piece. That is like oh, that's God level right there.
I could definitely think about making a video, because I've also been kind of tapping into that as of lately. So that's a pretty good idea, Lee. I would definitely see if I can do that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
So here's what I'm gonna do for you guys real quick. I need to use the bathroom. I need to take a little break real quick. But what was that?
I said I just did that too.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you're contagious. So I'm gonna play this track right here for you guys, and if anyone had written or has any other material for the prompt or the theme after this track right here, called it's another retro wave. So I know you guys liked that retro vibe last time, so I got something for you guys along the same lines. You could either write for the theme today if you want, or just vibe out, listen to the track, enjoy it, and we'll come back in, see what you guys have, and we'll continue, and we'll start wrapping it up soon. But in the meantime, let's hear this track.
then don't stop till you say that you wanna get off. It goes on and then don't stop till you say that you wanna get off. Tell me, do I look alright? Do I look fine for tonight? Is my outfit flash? Did you bring your track? Goes on and it don't stop till you say that you wanna get off. Tell me, did you look both ways? Did you make sure that you were okay? Did you fly away? All these hard to say. It goes on and they don't stop till you say that you wanna get off. It goes. And they don't stop. I've never had a dream come true. Always thought of me and you. Till yesterday. Till yesterday.
Okay, so if anyone has anything they want to share on the prompt, or anything like that.
Hey, Khalid.
Hey, Khaliq.
Hi.
Close,
Khaliq,
close.
sorry.
You're
It's
good.
been a month. Yeah, I always enjoy the electronic music. That it was like a funk, like a 70s funk with combined with electronica. So yeah. It was awesome. Thanks for bringing that in. And as for Ash, like I really love her artwork. Is there any way that you could like upload it so I could like take a closer look at it? Because it's like a lot of intricacies in there. That'd be cool. On your what is it? Your suitcase?
Yeah.
What's your suitcase called?
Yeah, it's the Renaissance Revolution Red Pill brief suitcase. Yeah. So yeah, she said she was gonna share it with me, and I'll find a way to put it up there, or maybe when she finishes it, we'll bring it up, or maybe we can revisit it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like listening here and there. It was kind of busy my household, so yeah. Also Joanna's work, I love it. I've had her do an R-graph for me also, so it's gonna help me with my move to the Big Island. So I'm so thankful to her.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you always give really great what I want to call it, just feedback. You always give great feedback. So thank you for that.
I am so sorry. Sebastian was just telling me I was upstairs dealing with my daughter, but I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Dana, yeah, she was just saying she'd like to see your, she'd like to take a closer look at your artwork, and she's a fan. Did I represent that correctly?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I want to see the complete art, Ash. It's neat, like your interpretation of what you're doing with the coronavirus and the combination of the 5G. I like the collage style of it.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, another thing about your piece, you could even add like little footnotes on it. That would be kind of cool. I've seen, I think I've seen somebody in Autonomy do something like that, where they had like some art and there was like a bunch of footnotes on it, like not anything like elaborate, but just like a footnote, like kind of like explaining, just like really short in a caption size thing. That's kind of cool. That'll be something. Who knows? So just a
Oh
suggestion.
yeah, I've never thought about that, but I think that should, yeah, I should definitely incorporate that.
Ooh, yeah.
I love
So
the feedback.
offer the prompt, the theme, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Virus. I actually wrote this because April is National Poetry Month, and I'm a part of a group. One of my friends invited me into this group where we're pretty much trying to write 30 poems. I'm up to like 9, I think, right now, so I got some ways to go. But this came out of that, and obviously I had a prompt already, so it just so happened to be that it happened during this other exercise that I'm working on. So it goes, the virus, codified alliance, rectified compliance, written on papyrus, has purpose. Thus, I love the virus. The same way I love the waves on the beach, the same way I love immunity after a siege, the same way I love freedom after slavery, the same way I love integration after shadow work, the same way I love the journey, the same way I love both night and day, the same way I love the light at the end of the tunnel. Let no crisis go to waste. Embrace the choice. Embrace the choice and give it haste. It's time to choose between love and fear.
I really like the fact that you, it's funny in a way, in a strange way, right? So I think that was pretty cool that you did that, playing around with, like basically saying, when you were saying about the beach and the waves and everything else, right? Like things that come to your mind that you would picture that you love, and obviously I know that you mean that as like the virus being sarcastically. So I think that was pretty cool that you kind of like, instead of it being dull and so serious, you know what I'm saying? How you kind of use comedy a little bit in there to lighten up the mood, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely an interpretation of it for sure. Thanks for the feedback.
I like how you used opposite things to build the poetry, because in Arabic school and when they teach us poetry, they saying the best poetry or strong poetry always put opposite things, like day and night, like the tunnel and the light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, like using the two opposite things to describe something, that's how strong poetry is developed.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, one of my favorite poets or just poetry book is by Khalil Gibran, the Prophet, and it's I think he's an Arabic poet, and man, just the type of the type of schooling and just the density that is had within like the Eastern like writings is just unbelievable. I mean, the Prophet is such a one. They have a movie, like a animated film about it as well, and it's such a beautiful, wonderful piece of art. And yeah, if I can capture that, that's a job well done.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're getting some of that Arabian blood of the poetry.
Well, Khaliq is an Arabic name. I chose that name because it means, so Khaliq Sim Khaliq is Arabic for creative, and Sim is Scottish for listener. But if you look at my symbol, I have the Arabic translation of my name, Khaliq Sim. So yeah, I didn't even know that. Intuitively, I guess I'm trying to channel in some of the greatest.
Yeah, I think you're doing great. Keep it going.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Can I share a poem that I love?
Please do.
It's actually Hafiz. And it goes, even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, you owe me. Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky.
Short and sweet. Can I get that one more time, Ryan?
Yes. Turn the baby monitor off. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, you owe me. Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky.
Oh yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's definitely a favorite, a worthy of being a favorite for sure.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. Who was that by again?
Hafiz. So Rumi is a popular Arab poet, a Sufi poet, and then Hafiz is also. Their poetry is incredible. Yeah. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I definitely got to dig more into the some of the greats and stuff like that. So I'm gonna look into that. Thank you. Yeah. Ryan's dropping jewels out here, y'all. Y'all got buckets to catch them. Anybody else?
I mean, I don't have some poetry, but I have a flute. I can play something.
Yes, let's hear it, dude. This is about art, so yeah, the flute definitely is good. Did it go in and out for you guys as well? Or was it just me? Yeah. Dean.
I would love to hear that again.
Yeah, dude. Something was going on. It was like going in and out. It sounds like maybe you were like in the zone and like moving back and forth or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I'm sure everyone
I'm going free flow. I don't really have a note, so I'm just going with the flow.
Go with it, dude. Don't resist. Hey, Dean, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Does it go through?
No, man. Like for whatever reason, it goes out. I mean, from whatever I could hear, man, it sounds great.
Sometimes it's the noise canceling. You might want
that makes sense.
Off.
Did you hear that, Dean? Lee mentioned about noise cancellation or something like that. I'm not sure. The flute is well embraced by our culture, especially rap music. Like the flute is definitely coming back with like a vengeance. Like almost every like iconic song right now has like some elements of the flute. So I appreciate some flute for sure. The piper's tune. I got a line in a poem that goes the piper's tune of misdirection.
Krista was in one of the earlier episodes of Do It Live and played her flute. I gave Josh a recording of her playing her flute. She plays.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah.
She plays modern flute and she also plays Baroque flute.
No, I don't think it's gonna work then.
Yeah. From what we can hear, dude, it sounds dope. It sounds great. Thank you for blessing us with that, for what we can hear. I'm sure if Jay-Z was here, he'd be like, yo, throw that on a beat right now, fam. We about to go 16 bars. Yo, thanks, Dean, brother. Really appreciate that, dude. Hopefully, maybe the next time you could come along and you and Krista could do a flute ensemble or something.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it. He's up for it, man. So
that sounds great.
This is episode 14. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Virus, also known as Dr. Strangelove. The next episode is going to be the 15th episode. It won't be on April 17th. I didn't update that, but I think it's May 15th will be the next episode. It's going to be themed off of another Kubrick theme, I'm gonna play that one out. We're gonna keep going as long as I can. So it's gonna be a spin-off of Full Metal Jacket, but I have the theme is gonna be Full Metal Racket. May 15th. I will work out some of the kinks, hopefully, for the next one. And so that's the theme right there. What other notes do I have here? Yeah, I'm hoping to be streaming on different platforms next time. That'll be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. The show notes are up on my website right now. The vlog of my ayahuasca experiences, it should be up right now. So you guys don't have to wait for that, but I will share it in the Discord areas, appropriate areas for you guys to check it out with the show notes and everything. And I have one more video to share to close it out. And then I just want to show you guys the graphic for the next prompt. So all right, let me share. This is the graphic for the next Renaissance Revolution. Khaliq Sim presents Renaissance Revolution, episode 15, Full Metal Racket. So guys, tune in for that. I'm excited for that. So there'll be a prompt for that. So if you guys want to have a writing exercise for that. And now I'm going to share a clip of a song that someone shared with me. That was really dope. That I figured would be a nice way to close this. So I'm going to share that. And then we'll have the parting words. So this is a track called Mirage by Khaliq Chris.
Yeah, feels good to be back. I spend most of my days now in my garden growing food and medicinal plants and shit that we smoking on now type of thing. And pondering the next moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on out here? We all know something is, around the corner. And we feel it in our souls. It's manifesting itself in our art even. The movies we make are largely dystopian, post-apocalyptic. I think we are just trying to make sense of it somehow. And that's cool. Sometimes it just be them seasons. Predatory capitalism and all the isms, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's fed up. And people don't know what to do. So we make our art. And art is beautiful. But art is also the truth. So we know, you know. Come on, you know. You know. So what are you doing about it? Most people just waiting for something to happen without even preparing for anything. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Ukraine, power off. Venezuela, they set the power off. Just this week, 44 million people, South America, power off. That's how we start modern warfare nowadays. You just cut your power and your internet off. Get out 1 week without the little faucet running, and your little water coming out, your refrigerator not being on and shit, the diabetes medication not being cold, and you asked out. Make your actions match your ambitions to survive. You need to get ready like we are. That means being in shape. That means being in touch with your ancestors and your spirituality. You feel me? What's gonna come to pass is what's gonna come to pass. All that voting and all that shit, you can do that, that's cool, but that ain't gonna stop it. It's already on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, just buckle up, have a good time. Security is largely a superstition. It does not exist in nature. Life is either a grand adventure or nothing, baby. Go have your adventure, because I'm having mine. Big Sin, peace out. One love.
That kind of piggybacks off of Bill Hicks' Stand Up Right. It's just a ride. And that's how I wanted to close the show, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and for making it even through the issues with the passcode and whatnot. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. I had a blast. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. And all the show notes and everything will be up. Let me just show you guys one last thing before I close it out. Yeah, the show notes are live now. Like the last ones, I was like doing it like almost damn near a week after. This time I prepared myself to have everything uploaded. So right when the show is finished, everything is up here. The suitcase that I was talking about, the playlists, the recommendations, the Soul Quest, the vlog that I was talking to you guys about, and all the other stuff. It's gonna be here. So yeah. So that's that. And with that being said, thank you guys. Be safe out there. Be the light.
Thanks again, brother. Take care.
Amen. Amen. All right, y'all.